Today we're going to talk about the latest commitment to the 2020 class, Trevon West, and all that's coming up after the bumper.
What do you mean you don't subscribe to my son's YouTube channel?
Mama, no!
Just snap the damn ball, RJ.
What's up, kid folk? It's RJ Young. I am not on a step mill. Consider hitting the like and subscribe button because I upload a video every single day. It's always OU related, college football related, sports related. We have a good time, and today we're going to talk about the latest commitment, the 7th commitment to the 2020 Oklahoma class, Trevon West. Now, this is a guy that kind of felt like he's coming out of sort of left field, especially with junior day right around the corner for Oklahoma, or second junior day, I should say, because they had a junior day in January, and we're gearing up for a bigger one. You should check OUinsider.com for more on that. But Trevon West is a 6-foot, 165-pound burner. This is the kind of guy that lines up outside at Arlington Lamar, where last year had 44 catches for 981 yards to go along with 16 TDs. And while it seems that, yeah, he might end up being more of a slot guy at Oklahoma because of his size, and you just brought in 3 5-star wide receivers in Theo Weiss, Jaden Hazelwood, and Trajan Bridges, you're also beginning to see guys that can absolutely fly around and catch the ball. And one of those is obviously Trevon West to go along with the 2020 class with Condarius Taylor, who is obviously an outside wide receiver. And of course, Devon Graham II, who just committed here recently. And it is really getting interesting to see what Oklahoma's recruiting strategy is going forward with their wide receivers, especially knowing that they're kind of stacked right now. And with Trevon West, you're seeing a guy that had offers from Texas Tech, Kansas, and others. And as a 3-star guy, it's not really clear what Oklahoma is looking to do with him, except, hey, we saw another pass catcher, another athlete that we can add to this growing list of offensive weapons. And I'm watching his huddle film, and I see a guy who, by the way, is getting dinged for his route running, but I thought that was actually pretty good. But maybe it's just that he's really good at getting separation, and he understands timing. There were a couple catches made by him where his quarterback just put it where he thought Trevon West was going to be, and Trevon West was already there getting his head around, expecting the ball. And there are a couple times where he is running around, just staying open for his quarterback to make a play. He's also not terrible as a run blocker. I thought that was the thing that he needs to improve on the most before he gets to Oklahoma and when he gets to Oklahoma. But he can put his hands on the ball, and you can put him back there to return kicks, and that is interesting as well. I honestly just look at him and I go, where do you fit? Because that is what we do when we look at Oklahoma recruiting, particularly with commitments. Now, with DJ Graham and Trevon West, I see a couple guys that play in the slot. All right, cool. You got 2, 3 maybe receivers that you know can absolutely play on the outside for you in the 2019 class, and maybe you're just going to gear toward the inside, but you still got offers out to guys like J.J. Hester, who we haven't heard hide nor hair of, but has an Oklahoma offer out of Booker T. Washington. And you got a few more out as well, but we've been focused on defensive recruiting because we feel like that's the need, and Oklahoma, quite honestly, hadn't been very good on the defensive side of the football. And I'm choosing, like everybody else, to just trust Lincoln Riley and Cale Gundy and what they want and how they want to deploy it, because they have put together an outstanding offense for the last couple of years, and that's without seeing guys like Michael Jones, Jalen Robinson, and others play a significant amount of football. So you can afford to do these kinds of things. Now, it's not the splash guy that you're expecting to get, especially in a loaded running back class. And of course, you're still looking for a quarterback to join this class. But as this class continues to grow, with 7 commits, it looks good as you are the #1 team in the Big 12. We'll see how that looks come February next year. But you're also number 8 in the 2020 rankings. And right now, I think as you move into the spring game, it's interesting to see these guys who are committing this early, and by this early I mean before the spring game and before the Champ U barbecue, and how heavily they want to be associated with Oklahoma and basically secure their spots. And I think that is also the message going forward when we're talking about offensive recruiting. We've seen Oklahoma get its offensive recruiting done basically before the season starts in recent cycles, and I think that's the way that they want to do it, and then they can focus really, 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 really closely on the defensive targets that they want to secure, as Oklahoma continues to be a place for which everybody wants more defensive tackles, and everybody wants to see better linebacker play, and everybody wants to see better corner and safety play. I understand that, and wide receiver just doesn't move the needle for you, but I can tell you, Kansas is weeping over this, Texas Tech is weeping over this, and yeah, they ain't exactly Big 12 powers, but this is a kid that a lot of other people wanted, and I think his stock is going to rise as he continues to go to camps and puts together another pretty great season. 44 catches for 981 yards, 16 TDs is nothing to sneeze at out of Arlington Lamar. I'm really wanting to see how this class rounds out. I know that you're going to put a quarterback in this class. I know you're going to put another running back in this class. But having 3 wide receivers already, going to be really interested to see if they go for another one. You still got Michael Wyman, who is supposed to take a visit to Oklahoma for the spring game. And that's a guy you would absolutely want to have in the boat. And then, would you take another wide receiver? We'll see. All right, that's it for me. Deuces.